On boys, today is another day of becoming a MemeCoin millionaire. Sorry for the absence recently. We've been working on something very big that will change meme coins forever. We will be showing that to y'all hopefully tomorrow, maybe later, but this thing is going to be insane. So we didn't want to leave y'all with no content. So today we're just going to talk to y'all about everything we've learned from trading these past couple of weeks and just tips and things you can use to become a better trader yourself. Because like we've told y'all before, we knew nothing 2 weeks ago, and now we know so much, and we feel like we can teach other people. So we're gonna show you everything we use, and yeah, I'll catch y'all boys in the video.
What's going on, boys? It's Camilo from Solana Bros Trading, and today we're gonna kind of just cover over everything we've learned so far over our journey, and what tools we use, what place to go into and what place to not go into. And we're going to kind of be doing this sketch style type of video where we can kind of go over, kind of break down each chart, each trades you can go into. Now, to start off with, there's this coin right here, Joe Mama. So with this coin, right off the bat, you can see a really weird trend that's kind of just curving up in little small increments, which is, oh, you know what? Okay, it's going up. Maybe I would want to invest into this coin, but I'm here to tell you that it is not the best play. So we kind of go into here. You can see these small little increments of these candles, like those little tiny parts that keep going up and up and up and up. So what that is called that's called a bundled coin. And you can even see a very big key indicator right here is this large wick right in the beginning, which is it shows not really healthy artificial charts, which is not the best thing to be looking at. And it's not really healthy, because a healthy chart you would be kind of seeing going up and down and everywhere. And you could even look at the different trades. They're just too small increments. It's not enough holders, and it's just, this coin is way too old. It's ready to, at the very end, to just dump, and you just lose your entire position, because what the creator is doing right here for this coin is, you can see he just keeps on bundling and bundling for these little parts. And these little increments are probably people buying in and saying, oh, this coin looks good. So he keeps bundling and bundling and bundling. And at the very end, he'll just dump on you. And he'll just take, see, right here is probably, I'm assuming off the top of my head, it's probably 3 SOL. Over here, the candles that don't look all the same are probably going to be people that are buying in, and the dev's just going to completely rug on you. And the biggest key indicator is that you're looking at dev bought, but you don't see any dev sold, which is not a very bullish sign. This whole chart is completely bearish. And another thing we can look at is top 10 holders. You could see 70%. That is very, very scary to actually go into. And even the dev, you can see, is holding 53%. So what that means is, at any time, a person with a great portion of the currency, if they're holding more than 20 or 30%, they can easily just destroy the chart, and it's going to completely just go down and just fuck you out of your position. Now let's go on to the next chart. So right here, this is rough, and this is a very, very healthy looking coin. So you can see from the beginning where, you can see this is kind of a bearish sign, I've said in the past before, but another bullish sign that kind of puts that away is dev sold right here. And when you see that the dev sold, it's okay, this is probably going to be a CTO. And what a CTO is, I'll break it down for you. CTO, community. This is community take over. So what you can basically see here is that the community just completely took over this coin. And you can even see insiders are only holding 1.84%, so that's a really nice bullish sign. As well as snipers are not too bad. You want to typically go into a coin that's under 10% for snipers, and as well as top 10 holders are only 17%. Now that's a little bit bearish. It's a little bit higher than we usually would want, but you can see it did get a lot of traction right here, and this is a lot of healthy traction of buyers and sellers, and it's doing pretty good. It's not like previous before, if we look back at Joe Mama coin, where it's just these little tiny increments that are just completely artificial. This is what we call an artificial chart. Now remember that this is artificial chart, and this is a more healthy looking chart. You can see different trades that are looking like in different amounts. You know, someone that going in for 0.25, 0.3668, 0.02. So that's a lot healthier because they're not, it kind of is a sign of like, okay, he's not using all these bundled wallets to fuck you over. And it's just, you can see in the beginning, it's kind of just like a slow trend, but eventually just people, it became bullish probably from a sign from Twitter or something that came out about this dog, and it just had a really good narrative based around it. So that gave it a good bullish sign right there. So, and also you can see that again, the dev sold, which is also a good sign as well. And it's just, you can see nice healthy ups and downs that just make the whole position probably bullish. You just have to watch out for, okay, pay attention for insiders, pay attention to top 10 holders, because if it's more than 20%, they can easily dump on you, especially if the volume and the liquidation is pretty low. Now, the next thing is also Bullex recently implemented a feature that shows dev migrations. Now, that could be a very bullish sign because it can show the previous projects of how many coins he's got migrated. And what that basically means, a migrated coin is a coin that started out like from the trenches from the new pairs and eventually went on to Radium. And Radium is a more like open platform where the bigger whales actually buy into the coin. And it's not for the smaller cap market that's just kind of the Wild West right now because it's not regulated. And we can see right here, it's have about 5 migrations. So that's another thing you can add is like, okay, top 10 holders is under 20%, which is typically the healthy range. Snipers is not too bad. You want that to be about under 10%. And as well, you can even see dev holding 0%. So that's a very nice bullish sign right there because the dev is like, they created it. He's completely out of the coin and now it's just a complete CTO. And remember, a CTO is community take over. Just remember that, CTO. That's a very important part in trading crypto, at least in the trenches. Now we can go over to the next one is these. You can see this on a larger scale in the beginning. See, this coin was only made in 54 seconds. It's rolling something. I don't have the full ticker, but you can see based off here. Let's look on the right. See, snipers, it's not particularly bearish, but you can see, okay, the dev migrations was about 0. So you're just thinking, okay, he hasn't migrated any good coins. And you just see like right here, the biggest bearish sign right here is those candles, like those small little increments, because these small increments can really show, okay, this is a bearish chart. This is not the best chart. I should not be going into this. And because it's not healthy, because if we go back over here to rough, we can see, you see healthy ups and downs that just, it doesn't look artificial. Just remember, this is an artificial chart, and this as well over here is a complete very horrible artificial chart, because if it went for an hour, I guarantee you it would be this chart right here, because it's only 54 seconds. It would probably look at it like this at the end, but completely, instead of, you know, just rugging at the straight beginning, which is not too many losses. Probably people only lost maybe like a soul or two in total. So he made like a quick $200-300 on this. This is a big rug pull that's just waiting to happen. It's a disaster. If you go into this coin, you're going to get fucked. So for this, you could see, you know, there's a lot of sells. This chart just looks completely artificial. And as well, a big thing is the dev migrations. He's had no migrations. He's also holding 6% of the coin, and he hasn't sold until he got to right here. And before that, because I don't have the picture before that, but the dev was holding about 85%, which is a big bearish sign. So remember, the lower the dev holding, and as well the snipers and top 10 holders, the more bullish it can be. But also pay attention to the volume and as well the trades, because you could see these candles right here all look pretty much the same, which what that probably means is that he has a whole nother all these different wallets that are all buying at like different times, but for the same amounts, because you can see these candles right here, they look relatively the same. You You see, like, they're all about the same shape and size. And eventually, probably, you know, you can see some candles that are like a little bit bigger than others. So probably you have like little small buys of like from random people that kind of believed in the project. Okay, you know, let me throw a 0.2 soul, 0.2 soul right there. And he completely dumps on the community, which is, and that's another thing right here is I was just thinking the audit, all this thing that says, okay, this is a safe coin. You should put your money into it. Don't ever believe that. Like Bolex has, you know, they don't have good systems on checking if it's a rug pull or not, because it's it's the Wild West out there. But just remember, this is an artificial chart, and right here, this is a completely healthy chart of good ups and downs. It's not completely just, oh, okay, these same increment charts that just completely, it's just a disaster waiting to happen that would just completely screw you over. And yeah, that's basically it for the video. Thanks for watching. Please check out our Discord. We're always putting our plays in there. And also, we're coming out with this new bot that's going to completely change everything that we're going to put out in another video, probably within the next coming days. And yeah, that's pretty much it.